Hello, welcome or welcome back to Truth Seekers Tea. My name is Kate and I am thankful as always to have you here for today's pick a card reading. We're going to be looking into what your spirit guides most need you to know about your person, what is most important for you to understand about either your person or the connection with them. So there are three piles for you to choose from. For pile number one, we have the rose quartz crystal with the rainbow heart tarot deck. For pile number two, we have the orange calcite with the Trippin Waite tarot deck. And for pile number three, we have the Apparition Tarot with the amethyst crystal. Now, take whatever time you need to pause the video and tune into your intuition just to figure out which pile is calling to you. We will be doing an energy check-in for every single pile, so don't need to worry about it too much. Also, I will be doing an extended reading for each pile where we will be looking at whatever else would be useful for you to know. We're going to intuitively pick the topic, so stay tuned for that. If you do really find that your pile is resonating for you, there will be an option to extend. So I will have those linked underneath the description box where you can also skip to your pile. So I think that is all I have for the intro. I'm very excited for today's reading and to hear what comes through. And without further ado, let's get into your readings. Hello, pile one. If you chose the Rainbow Heart Tarot deck and the Rose Quartz Point, then this is going to be your reading, where we're gonna be starting off here with an energy check-in to see how you are currently feeling about your person, basically to give you an idea of whether or not this is your pile. How is pile one currently feeling about their person? Four of Swords. Two of Swords. Okay, so what's coming through, you may not be in too much frequent contact with this person. You may be very unsure, honestly, where the relationship stands right now. It feels like there has been some distance between you with the Four of Swords, creating sort of a lack of mental clarity about this person. We have Eight of Wands. Yeah, it's like you want to communicate with them, or you want something to shift here, but you aren't sure what next action to take, or you aren't sure. It's like maybe even both of you guys in this relationship are very much in your heads is what I'm getting. And it may be that instead of taking action here, it's like you guys are feeling uncertain about this relationship, and you also feel like your person is maybe also confused or mentally conflicted about the relationship with you. Because I feel like some of you, I feel like there's no action right now. Or if there is, it's not very frequent. All right, I have to get something to cover this. Yeah, the reason why I cover nudity, by the way, is YouTube will demonetize the video, basically. So I'm just going to follow the rules, even though I don't want to do that, but that's what I got to do. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Nine of Cups. Okay. And the Chariot at the back of the deck. Okay, it's definitely coming through for you guys, pile one, that you just want this to go somewhere. Like with the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Swords, it's almost like you're tired of a low communication or not getting consistency from them. With the Nine of Cups coming out, it makes me feel like this person really is your wish fulfillment, or this person is someone that you feel would make you very happy, very emotionally fulfilled. You may spend a lot of time thinking about this person and wanting to take action towards them, wanting something to happen. Like, I feel like you never know when this person maybe is going to take action towards you, or when that's going to happen. It could even be a matter of timing. So with the Chariot at the back of the deck and then the Hermit underneath, it's like, I feel like you want progress forward, essentially, with this person. And that's what your main wish is, because you want to see that your investment and the way that you've already emotionally or energetically invested in this person. And I feel like you're hoping that they come through for you, but there's also a part of you that is not sure about it and is maybe considering kind of protecting your energy. Because of the King of Pentacles being in reverse, it almost makes me feel like you are starting to doubt or feel concerned that this person may not be the type of person who is, you know, going to be looking for commitment or going to be consistent with you. But you still wish for it is what I'm getting. And you're not sure whether or not this is the case. It's almost like their current actions are making you feel this way about them, but you haven't come up with a conclusion about how you feel about this person. It's almost like you're hoping it's not the case, that they aren't going to push this forward, that they aren't going to reach out to you, that they're going to message you. It's like you're really waiting for that. And it's almost like you're through waiting for their actions or through seeing what they're going to do. It's almost like that is how you are making your judgment of this person. And that's how you're making your judgment of whether or not this person is worth it. It feels like the ball is in their court right now. And you just are wishing for the best, and you're kind of waiting for more information before you move forward. But you do want to move this forward is what I'm getting. But yeah, this would be someone that you just aren't 100% sure about. You know, it's not really clear to you what the next best move is. So I just feel like you're kind of in an impasse right now where you kind of just have to wait for this person. Yeah, to see if it's going to move forward. So yeah, that is what I have. You know what? I am going to pull a song. I did enjoy doing that for my last reading. So I'm going to pull a song to get the overall energy from your perspective. This doesn't have to be like spot on. It just kind of adds a layer of dimension to the reading, in my opinion. So what song clarifies this energy, Spirit? What song clarifies this energy for pile 1? Okay, we have 3 songs coming out. Okay, so we have Attention, Charlie Puth. We have Track Star. She's a runner. She's a track star. She can run away when it gets hard. That's not even the tune, but she can't take the pain when she gets scared. Basically, she runs away. She's going to hurt anyone that's involved. Don't want to commit. Why take it this far? She's a runner. Yeah, okay. Love is a game you used to cheer for. When I was down to talk, you weren't here for it. Okay. So with Attention, you feel also like, and then also Stereo Hearts. It says, if I was just another dusty record on the shelf, would you blow me off and play me like everybody else? If I asked you to scratch my back, could you manage that? The last girl that left me left a couple cracks. I used to, now I'm over that. Like holding grudges over love is ancient artifacts. Okay, so the overall energy that I'm getting from these is, it's almost like you aren't sure if this person is engaging with you for the right reasons. Like, do they just want attention from you? It's kind of what I was getting. It's like, are they committed or are they kind of jaded? It's almost like you're wondering if this person is jaded in love. Like, are they healing from something? Are they going to be here for you? Are they going to be a return in your investment? It's not clear. Or are they kind of skittish? Or are they someone who doesn't really show up in a consistent manner? Like I'm saying, just a stable, is this person stable, or do they kind of run away, you know, when things are difficult? Are they in this for attention? Is this kind of like a game to you, or are you serious, you know, about moving things forward? And I feel like based on their behavior, it's hard to tell. So you're almost in this energy of waiting on them again to show their true colors. It's almost like you want to see this person's true colors. So yeah, so if that resonates so far, amazing. If not, you might want to check out another pile. That's why I do these energy check-ins. So now we are going to go into what your spirit guides want you to know about this person, what they feel is most important for you to understand about this person or this connection. I'm going to get a sip of my coconut water. I'm also going to move my microphone to the other side. I do have AC going on in the back, so I hope it's not too loud for you guys. Otherwise, I'd be sweating out here. So, okay. What do pile 1 spirit guides want them to know about this person? What do pile 1 spirit guides want them to know? What is pile 1 spirit guides? What do you want this person? these people to know about their person? It's most important. We have Judgment in reverse. Six of Cups in reverse. The Page of Wands. What do they most need to know? Justice. Page of Swords. Ace of Wands. King of Pentacles again at the bottom of the deck. Okay. It's coming through pretty strong already. So what I'm getting, your spirit guides want you to understand that this person, it's almost connected to the song that just came out as well, is this person is jaded in love, okay? And so this person is somewhat defensive of their heart and has a hard time connecting with people emotionally. With the Six of Cups in reverse and the Page of Swords, this person is they like to engage in love at the level of the mind, and they like to be, I could see this person being funny, or I could see this person being clever or kind of quick-witted. I could see them giving you a hard time or kind of having that like type of humor. And so I feel like that's like this person's love language. But what your spirit guides want you to know is that it does come from a place of this person feeling afraid to be super deep, right? This person, it does feel like your spirit guides are letting you know that there is somewhat of a stunted emotional depth within this person. And the way they connect with other people. And so with this Judgment in reverse and the Six of Cups, it's like this person hasn't, and Justice, this person seems to have not forgiven something from their past, or they haven't seen their role in something. And so it feels like they're still holding on to some sort of narrative about love from a previous relationship where with Judgment in reverse, they haven't really had that aha moment where they make peace with, what breaks down in your life. Like the past is the past, and kind of learning where your place was in that and understanding how you can take that knowledge and grow into a more well-rounded and mature person. There's an energy of them not quite having integrated certain experiences that they've had. And so there's still this energy of melancholy or living in the past a little bit because there's something that they feel wasn't fair. Okay. So there's some situation in the past that they're misjudging. And the reason why your spirit guides want you to know this is that it does have an impact on how this person can show up within the relationship. And so with the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands, your spirit guides want you to know that this person does seem to be coming to this relationship with a much more lighthearted energy, maybe than you expect or are hoping for right now in a person. And if that is what you're looking for, then that's good. By the way, we have Libra on the table with Justice. I just want to call that out. And we have a lot of air and fire energy, so your person could be an air sign or a fire sign. That's kind of what I'm picking up on. They don't have to be. I just think it's good to say those for confirmation. But the reason why sometimes I don't say it is because I don't want you to think it has to fit into a certain mold. It's more whether or not this resonates intuitively with you. So anyways, with the Six of Cups in reverse and this Page of Swords here, there's this quirky energy about this person and this blind spot that they have about themselves where they don't really see that they're a little bit immature in certain ways, or they're not quite developed within their own checks and balances system, if that makes sense. So what I'm getting is it's like there's almost an underdevelopment within this person, within the way that they show up to relationships. And I feel like Spirit is wanting you to know that I'm trying to tune into what happened in the past, but there's a feeling with this Justice here in the Page of Swords that the way that they view balance within relationships is something to look out for, because they seem to have a skewed view of it, okay? Due to something in their past, due to something that happened. You know, I'm going to look into it. Why not? What haven't they processed here? What is this situation with justice and judgment? What is this situation regarding? Or what happened? What have they not processed about it? 5 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, some sort of drama, basically. This person hasn't seen their own role within, then 10 of Wands. This person has not seen, basically has not been able to figure out the saying, it takes two to tango. So this person may even still think immaturely. So the way, I'm going to give you an example just to explain it, but you know when someone isn't super mature within the way that they're going to talk about someone from the past, it's almost like they might say something like that person was messed up, you know, or like, I hate that person, or, you know, that person like sucks, or like, they'll just basically insult them, but it's clear that there's still a wound there and they still clearly feel that they have been wronged and they haven't maturely made peace with maybe the things that the people did do wrong and forgive them. And they also haven't seen how maybe they played a part in these challenges and experiences with others. But it has something to do with the way that they interact with other people and how they handle different viewpoints and how they integrate sometimes people's different viewpoints not necessarily being their own. And so there's this naiveness that is your spirit guides want to warn you about or tell you about, is that this person is a little bit naive when it comes to what's right and what's wrong, if that makes sense, in a relationship, or what their viewpoint is. They may have a hard time empathizing with others or seeing that, but it's not like in a narcissistic way. It's more coming through in like an immature way, where it's like almost like they didn't mean any harm. It's almost like innocent, but it is a lack of maturity, if that makes sense. And so what I'm getting is that your spirit guides want you to know that this person, you could be like super confused by your person, or you could feel convinced that something that they did was just like very, like, wasn't very considerate or something, or you just don't understand it. But this person in their own mind doesn't see it that way. Like they will completely miss things, is what I'm getting. They very much see from their own viewpoint, and it can be sometimes naive, and they can overlook big picture things, and they can overlook how to balance other people's perspectives with their own. And so when it comes to love and like passion and, you know, relationships, this person can unintentionally like hurt people because they're somewhat unaware, and they're kind of moving through life with this this energy that is no harm, no foul, because I didn't have any bad intentions, right? It's like I didn't hurt you and I'm not responsible for this because I didn't have any bad intentions. But it's almost like they need to learn the lesson that there's certain things that aren't going to be said that are just common courtesy and common, you know, it's like most people that are empathetic would probably pick up on it. And I'll give you an example of it. Like what I'm saying is, for example, this person could make it seem like this is not necessarily what's happening. I'm just saying this is an example of that. Imagine that a person, this would be the same energy, a person very much acts 100% interested in you, super excited by you with this Ace of Wands. Like they'll be super interested in you, like compliment you. There's a good physical attraction, and you guys will go on a couple of dates. And it's like in this person's mind, it's obvious that it would feel like maybe this is leading to something more, maybe not. Like, and it's going to be on most people's mind. But I feel like for this person, they will not even feel nervous, like, oh, like I don't want to lead this person on, or I want to make sure that the vibe I'm giving off is actually what I am intending to follow through on. Instead, this person is like, I didn't have any bad intentions and I didn't say that I wanted a relationship. So it's really on that person then. Like that's how they see it, if that makes sense. So your spirit guides really just want to kind of let you know that this person can be a little bit shallow within their engagement with people. And they don't seem to really notice how they're making it, they're implying with their actions sometimes that they really like you, or they, because they do like you. It's coming to this person does like you, but it's almost like your spirit guides want to warn you with this King of Pentacles in reverse that, you know, they're warning you to not project too much on this person, and understand that if they haven't said something, or if they haven't, like, you know, made a move in some direction, it's because that is exactly what you're getting from them. You know, there is no game that they're playing, and there is no it's not like they're shy or something. It's more like this person, yeah, and I can see there being confusion because I feel almost like maybe they're inconsistent with you, or you may be reading into them a lot. You know what I mean? I feel like your spirit guides are telling you like to not read in too much to this person, because what you're seeing is what you're getting, and it's not much deeper for this person. I hope that makes sense. But we'll see. We'll see in the extended if you guys do want to join. I am curious to tap into this person's energy towards you and see how they feel and like what they want to say. But for now, I'm going to dig a little bit deeper using the Archetype Oracle deck. So, what Pile 1 spirit guides, please come through. Help us understand what Pile 1 needs to know about their person. Okay, we have hedonist coming out in reverse. So it says, pursues pleasure to the detriment of health, indulges at the expense of others. Yeah, again, it's kind of that like at the expense of others and not really recognizing that they don't seem, does that make sense? I'm not even speaking, but I'm just wanting, I guess I'll fill in the dots. But what I'm saying, the reason why hedonist is coming out is this person really likes to have a good time, and sometimes they will have too good of a time with you or have too good of a time with people and really kind of lean into fun experiences. And it is a little bit of this hedonistic experience though, where they're not really thinking about the consequences and they're not thinking about the more stable aspects of it, right? They're not thinking about tomorrow and they're not thinking about what it means. For example, if you guys were physical, it's like this person isn't like, wow, what does that mean now? It's more like they kind of are pleasing themselves and feeling entitled to do so, but it's almost coming from a childish way. It's like this person is still searching for pleasure and is very much, with the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands, they follow where the excitement is. And they don't think too much about the consequences and they don't think too much about what's fair, but they're also not doing it to be rude or to hurt you. It's more that they're unaware, like indulges at the expense of others. It's like they kind of can see the world a little bit like theirs for the taking, you know, without really thinking about, you know, what does this mean then? Or, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not too deep. We have athlete, dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower and strength of spirit, shadow attributes, misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. Literally, yes. That's what I'm getting. It's like in the false sense of, so on the bright side, what I could say is that what I'm getting is that this person may even be very physically attractive with this athlete coming out and this hedonist. They may just have a really strong allure to them, and that may be why you are interested in them, or may just be a part of it. It's like I could definitely see people having a crush on this person and like thinking they're a lot of fun. Pete Davidson's coming to my mind, but it doesn't, like, I don't know why, but that just is. But there's this energy of needing to balance out, just like what I'm getting almost too is like someone who, okay, this is what I'm getting. There's a specific character coming to my mind. It's from Hunger Games, but he doesn't even end up being this bad of a character. It's almost like what my first impression of him was, but it's from the second Hunger Games, and I don't remember his name, but he's like, has blonde hair, and he's won the Hunger Games before, and it's like, he kind of just assumes that people are going to know him and that he's kind of in this, like, I was going to say up his own butt. Yeah, I guess I can't cuss on here, so I'm not going to, but I'm trying to get this message across. The way that this person is with the athlete and the hedonist, it's like, they kind of are very much in their own world. And it's like this person is very proud of themselves in a way. It's like they just think they're the greatest sometimes. Like this person is in this childish energy of just like, I just feel like I'm the greatest, and yeah, like why wouldn't people want to hang out with me? Because, you know, I'm sure they do. And I love having fun with people. And false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. I just said entitlement too. It's like there's a feeling of the consequences of my actions are less legitimate than I don't hold myself accountable, basically. Because of being in some sort of, because of being attractive, because of being super confident, because of whatever this person's like charisma is, they almost can lean into being a little bit entitled, or sort of like not realizing that they need to not be like spoiled in a way. It's like, does that make sense? It's almost like the archetype I'm getting is someone who's a little bit like, it's not narcissistic. It's more like overly confident. And it's like, you have legitimate, like there are boundaries and there are structure and there are limits that this person needs to respect. But it does feel like they don't really seem to feel like they're existing in the same world as everyone else. It's almost like this person feels like they're exempt from the same boundaries and rules. It's like this person almost like likes to break the rules is also another thing I'm getting. It's like this person doesn't really like authority, or they almost just feel like I'm hearing like Can't Be Tamed by Miley Cyrus, but it's like this person just can be, but it's not, it comes through in a naive way, or it comes through in like a little bit selfish, yet maybe this person is somewhat charismatic and attractive at the same time. So I don't know, I'm getting kind of like going down a hole with this one, but I hope this is making sense because this is what I was picking up on. Yeah, and they kind of just, they don't see any issue with it. That's another thing. It's like this person just does not see any issue with themselves, and that can be a difficult energy to deal with, and your spirit guides just want to warn you about that and tell you about that, basically. So I hope that makes sense. Let's get some more oracle cards and see what comes through. It's like this person just needs a humbling experience almost. What else do your spirit guides want you to know about this person in this connection? We have never-ending story in reverse. Okay. Yeah, I definitely am picking up on that. I'm just going to channel that one right now and explain it. But what I'm getting, again, is like with the Six of Cups in reverse, that's like what originally I was talking about is this person like goes through new situations and it's like they don't let go of the narrative that they have. This person really fights to keep this narrative about themselves that's a little bit larger than life and a little bit above the consequences. And with never ending story in reverse, it's like this person just doesn't seem to get it when other people are frustrated by them or other people are not happy with them. It's like they just are like, they just shake it off and just continue to tell themselves the same truth about themselves, or they remind themselves of the same story. It's like this person's ego is hard to crack. It's like they are very set in how they see things, and it's not easy to get this person to kind of come out of that. We have To the Sea in reverse. Yeah, and this is another thing I was getting is it's almost like this person will push their limits and they will, it's almost like this person can ignore responsibilities sometimes, but and with athletes as well, it says dedication to transcending physical limits. And so with To the Sea though being here in reverse, Spirit's explaining that sometimes it's important to hang back and repair the ship before you go. That's what this card is all about. And with it being in reverse, this person oftentimes gets themselves into trouble by not respecting legitimate constraints in situations. So with this Ace of Wands, it's like this person is always up for something new when maybe that isn't the best thing for them. And so what I'm also getting is that sometimes they may show up for you in the relationship and maybe act like they are very much for you or very much for the relationship, but then underneath they're actually kind of putting up a little bit of a front just for the excitement of the interaction, if that makes sense. And there's kind of this failure to think about follow through, or failure to think about like the responsibility that would follow their promises or would follow the attention that they're giving. Yeah. Let's get one more. Your spirit guides want you to know. Yeah, we have To Be Fair, which is basically saying that this person really, your spirit guides are really wanting you to make sure that if this person isn't kind of doing the checks and balances, that you are, and that you are assessing this relationship for the equality and for an equal effort and an equal, making sure that this person doesn't like kind of get away with things, or like that they don't, because they will try, not to be sneaky or malicious, but because they genuinely believe that they don't have to adhere to justice to be fair. It's kind of a similar card. But Spirit's just calling more attention to the fact that this person seems to be very blind with the Judgment in reverse, be very unaware of how their actions are fair or not. It's like this person acts without thinking about that, or without making sure that they are, being fair to you, basically. So yeah, I know that's kind of like an unfortunate energy, but I want to get at least an advice card for you about this person. And then we'll head to the extended. But what advice, finishing off advice, do you guys have for pile 1? We have sweet results await, and believe in yourself, and be fearless and bold at the back of the deck. Interesting. I'm going to get one. I want to get a tarot card now to clarify that, because that's a little ambiguous to me. I'm not going to lie right now. So let me get just a clarification of that one. What is this B Spirit telling us for pile 1? Okay, Spirit is saying expect good things. The Two of Wands is all about looking into the future and planning. And I'm just going to ask Spirit, why do they need to hear this? Why do they need to hear this right now? Temperance. Okay, so you may be feeling very tossed up and down by this person, and it may be very frustrating, and you may be kind of losing your cool about this person with Temperance. Spirit is saying that I'm hearing reward. I've been watching a lot of Survivor, so I'm like, reward for pile 1. There is reward coming in for you. So don't make any huge decisions right now, and try to just maintain faith that you are going to be rewarded with something. I am curious if it is this person or something about them. So for the extended reading, which I'm going to head over to right after this, we're going to be looking at what is coming in for you, what Spirit is alluding to here with sweet results await, and this Two of Wands and Three of Wands, which talks about receiving what you've been hoping or planning for. In the extended reading, we're going to look at whether or not it has to do with this person or if it's something else. We're really going to dig into it and get more answers about what blessing Spirit is alluding to. So if you guys are interested in joining me, I will have the link underneath the timestamps. So I would love to see you there. If not, I appreciate you being here for this reading, and I appreciate the time that you spent watching this video. If it did resonate, please do hit the like button. Oh my gosh, the like button. Leave a comment. I love to read them, and subscribe so you don't miss any future readings from me. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. If you picked the orange calcite in the Trippin Waite tarot deck, then a good choice. I'm currently obsessed with this deck, but this is going to be your reading about what your spirit guides really want you / need you to know about the person that is on your mind, whoever you're currently connected with. We're going to be looking at what your spirit guides want you to know about them. So we're going to start off with an energy check-in, just looking at how you are feeling about your person, so you can feel sure that this is, in fact, the pile for you. And also, we will be doing an extended reading. I originally was going to do the extended with a very set topic, but we're going to decide what the extended reading is going to be towards the end of your reading. So to be discussed. So let's get right into it, though. How is pile 2 currently feeling about their person? We have Justice in reverse. I'm going to zoom you guys in because it's a little bit far. These cards are a little bit smaller than the other ones. Pile. All right, that's good. So Justice in reverse. Nine of Swords. Okay. I'm hearing some I don't even know what it is, but I'm hearing some phrase that's like something in paradise, like there's storms in paradise, or some show says it. I don't know if it's Survivor. I've been watching a lot of Survivor recently, but it's like, maybe it's a reality TV show, like Love Island is coming to my mind, but it's almost like there's trouble in paradise. Trouble in paradise. Yes. Is what I'm getting so far. 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay, you guys, pile 2, what is going on here? Yeah, definitely a difficult energy, you guys. So if you're in a good spot with your person right now, I feel like this probably isn't your pile. We have the Empress. Hey. We have the 2 of Cups. And Death in reverse. Okay. Okay. 9 of Cups in reverse as well. Okay. So for you guys, pile 2, what is coming through is that you have been having bad luck with a certain relationship. I feel like it's the one you're asking about. This relationship has been the source of a lot of stress and overthinking and really difficult emotions. It's something that you are thinking about. You don't want to let it go, basically. You have had a vision for what you wanted with this person for the future, and I feel like there was this vision of, you had a wish fulfilled. You had a wish that you really wanted fulfilled here. And I feel like with the 9 of Cups in reverse, the current energy is that this relationship is not up to par for your standard and for what you wanted for yourself and what you know you deserve also. And so with this 10 of Cups in reverse, it's almost like there's this realization or fear or sadness and grief over potentially there not being long-term happiness within this connection. And with Justice in reverse, it just feels like you have gotten the short end of the stick, or it is not fair also. It feels like you've been gypped. You've been gypped here is how it feels. I want more information, honestly. What was this Justice in reverse about? Can you clarify the Justice in reverse? Four of Wands. Yeah, it's like something may have really left you destabilized in this connection, or it's almost like the home life altogether. Like the Four of Wands for me in reverse can talk about a dysfunctional foundation for a relationship. So if you're not living with this person, or you're not married to this person, it could even just be that the foundation of your relationship has been shaken and is not as stable. It's not been fair to you. It has not been a balanced connection. We have 4, which is all about balance and stability, and there hasn't been balance and stability, and there hasn't been a nurturing environment for you. And it feels like you're in this environment or this relationship that just doesn't feel, it's supposed to be happy. I'm like getting this energy that it's supposed to, trouble in paradise. It's like, this was supposed to be paradise. This was supposed to be love. This was supposed to be so much different than it is. Literally make love, not war. Why does it feel like war, not love, you know? And it's hard for you to let go of this person, and you're feeling very let down, and like, you know, your hopes and dreams are like just not coming true. And it's hard to let go of this person because you have imagined such a beautiful potential, you know? And you saw this vision of you being respected and being seen as an equal and being cherished and being very much valued with the Empress here. It's like you feel like you did not get your value. This person is not giving you, is not treating you the way you deserve, or is not, it's almost like this is not fit for a princess. You know, it's almost this energy of like, you should not treat a princess like this, or you know your worth and you know this isn't fair, but it's still hard for you because you still have love for this person with this 2 of Cups. And so because you're still attached to this person, yet you're aware you're not getting your worth and that the foundation of the relationship is off, you're in this cognitive dissonance where it's like, I don't even know what I want because I love this person. I don't want to give up. I don't want a failure, but I can no longer deny that this is not a fair situation for me, or this is not a situation, this is a situation where I'm not getting my worth. And it may even be a suffering in silence. It's like there's just this suffering that's going on about the lack of stability or the lack of love being shown to you, the lack of love that you're receiving here. And it's almost like this realization of like a dream being crushed too. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. It's like you're not being treated the way that, like, I'm almost also, sorry, I like don't know why my voice is like stuttering in this pile. I see the Hierophant or the Guru underneath, and it may even be that this was a commitment, or this may have been a situation where you guys said vows. It doesn't have to be, but there's this feeling of there being so much promise and such a good connection, and it just not turning into that, and almost feeling like very let down, and like this, someone didn't uphold their side of the deal. You know, it's like we both said our vows, you know, could literally be vows, or it could just be that we both, you know, committed to each other and said we'd treat each other this way and said we'd create a foundation like this, and the foundation's crumbling, and I don't want to move on because I already am emotionally vested in this, but it's also driving me crazy. So spirit guides, what do I need to know about this person? So for you guys, pile 2, that is what I'm getting so far for your energy. If this sounds nothing like your connection, you might want to check out another pile. I also do an energy check-in in those. So yeah, but if this is resonating, then I'm very interested to see what your spirit guides do really want you to know about this person. I'm going to get a sip of water. Oh, you know what? Also, I wanted to get a song. So I'm going to get a song for you guys too, because I did for pile 1. So I just want to get one, stay consistent. All right, what song would best clarify this energy, spirit? What song would best clarify this energy? Oh, okay. I'm not going to read this out loud, but it is, how do I say it? Seg, you know what I mean? With Me by Rihanna. Oh my God, it literally hit a switch on a fake bleep, like a station. Like, I am amazing. How dare you? Did this person, like, sorry that I'm kind of cutting it out. I guess it's just like not appropriate. I might get demonetized, but what I'm picking up on is that this person, you are totally in your confidence energy, and that is why the Empress came through. You're almost looking at this like, how dare you? Another song that's coming through right now is Beyonce. Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. Back up. Yeah, this person could have just really disappointed you, and you are a catch, and you know you're a catch, and so you're like, how dare they? But it still hurts. It still hurts is what's coming through, is that no matter how much you value yourself, it still hurts when someone you trusted and someone you put your emotions into disappoints you, you know? So that's what I kind of feel like the situation is. And it's hard to let go as much as you feel disrespect. I feel you feel disrespected. All right, what do your spirit guides want you to know about your person? King of Wands in reverse. What do pile 2 spirit guides need them or want them to know about their person? The Magician in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse. All right. The Star. Ten of Swords. One more, please. Hanged Man in reverse. Oh my gosh. 10 of Pentacles at the back of the deck. Wow. This is someone you were invested in, okay? Like, this is someone you definitely have already invested in. So I don't feel like this is someone that you just met. It could, I mean, it could be, but it feels like there's a lot of disappointment and already, like, there's investment in this person. So I don't know. Maybe you had your hopes up really high about them, and then they disappointed you. So I guess I don't want to say it has to be someone you've known for a long time, but it feels like regardless of how long you've known them, this like really hurt, you know? So what your spirit guides are coming through to tell you, they're being funny because they are honestly being pretty not condescending, because like spirit guides are not condescending, but they want to hype you up, and they basically just want to explain that this person has a lot of false confidence. And God, I'm trying to say things without cussing. It's like they're speaking out of their butt, basically. Like with this Knight of Cups in reverse. This person really can be emotionally manipulative, or can engage in love bombing and then refuse to acknowledge their ways with this Hangman in reverse. There's a lot of stubborn energy coming through, and there's a lot of manipulative sort of my way or the highway energy about this person. And so with the Hangman in reverse here, first off, your spirit guides are telling you is that this person is not someone that's easy to work with, and someone that will see your point of view, right? Because the Hangman is about different point of views, and it's like you may like call this person out like on their behavior or something, or you might be like, you promised this, or you said all this, like what's this then? Like, and it's almost like this energy of them like gaslighting you, or not refusing to see it from your perspective, or refusing to see the error in their ways, refusing to see their own actions as different from different angles. And with the King of Wands here in reverse, it's like this person is could get I don't even know the people, the group that gives away, like a Grammy, they would get some sort of award for false promises and false hope. Okay, this is someone who very much says what they have to say and does what they have to do without actually having the capability, the intention, the materials to follow through. Okay, and so your person, or not your person, sorry, your spirit guides are wanting you to know that there was a facade here. Like this person genuinely is not who they say they were, because I feel like they came through as this person who was ready to build or ready to create a future. And I feel like what makes this so hard is that I feel like you did imagine a future with this person. And I feel like you imagined everything. Look at the dogs, the children. This person may have hyped you up for that. They may have just made it seem like their emotions were coming from such a good place. And it's like they really were saying whatever they had to say to build up hope. Because the star is all about hope, right? And oh my gosh, okay. Another thing coming, this doesn't have to be for everyone, but this person may even use like your weaknesses against you, and that might be like a manipulation technique that they use with this Ten of Swords here. This person it's a difficult energy to be in, because it's honestly very, very difficult, very toxic, because it's like with this Ten of Swords here, I'm going to get a clarifier because a couple of messages are coming through. Why is this Ten of Swords here? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm getting is that what your spirit guides want you to know about this person is that it's like they go into situations it's like they go into situations acting. Number one, there's two messages. This person very much puts up this front that they're very stable, self-sufficient. Honestly, this like emperor, this person that's very self-made, or someone that just really has all this and all that. And what they're not being honest about, I feel like there's this like trail of what's coming through is, who do you think you are? Running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts. You know that song, so Jar of Hearts. It's like this person, you're not the first person that they have done this to with this Ten of Swords. This is someone who, number one, what I'm getting is that they will literally abandon the situation if they can't get what they want, or if their manipulation and their sort of false promises don't work and you start calling this person out, they have no problem ending it and betraying you. And there's just this energy of betrayal, literally like, I don't know if I'm being dramatic. I don't know if it's just like the extreme of it, but there's a feeling here of just like extreme lack of regard after a certain point. It's almost like this person will put up this front that they're very caring, very stable, wouldn't hurt you, very genuine in their emotions, but behind them, they have this trail of very much selfish and almost ruthless, almost just like no empathy behavior. And it's like they have no problem betraying people if that is what it takes, right? Yeah, it's like they have no problem. What Spirit is saying is do not get their, what's it called? Lack of attachment or ability to kind of disassociate, not care. You know what I mean? Not care. Do not get this confused with them being self-sufficient and independent. It's much more that this person lacks empathy and lacks regard for the choices that they make. Okay? Because I could see you being confused about this person, being confused as to whether or not you are crazy or whether or not, you know, maybe I don't know, because you are also in this Empress energy, but it just may have been really confusing for you because maybe, you know, it was easy for you to believe this person because you are actually a high value person, right? And I feel like there's this confusion about who this person is. Yeah, it's almost like this person, it's like this person has a long history and a lot of incidences of betraying people, okay? And acting like they're kind of, you know, in this energy of independence. I don't need anyone, but like not like I don't think they say that, but it's almost like they're trying to have regality about that, or they're trying to show that they are independent or something. But it's really a lack of regard and a lack of self-awareness and a lack of empathy for others with the Hangman in reverse. A lack of an ability to slow down and recognize that what you're doing is hurting people and you can't just throw around fake emotions. This person doesn't seem to understand that there is consequences to building up hope and being this way with no intention of following through. Wow, this is a very, very difficult energy, you guys. I'm so sorry that this is, if this is resonating, I'm so sorry this is someone that you've had to deal with. I need another sip of water. Yeah, it's like I feel like your spirit guides want you to know that it's not just you. There's nothing wrong with you. Like and I feel like you already know that, but I feel like you just might need reassurance that what you think about this person is right and there is something wrong with them. Like if you're just like, I kind of think there's something really wrong with them, like that's right, because there is. And it's not to their core, and I also don't want to be too harsh. It's that this person has been living out of alignment with abundance and love for a long time. Of course, every person is worthy and every person is lovable and every person deserves, you know, good things. But what I can say about this person is that they're very much out of alignment with abundance and understanding that giving is receiving, and understanding you don't have to cut others down and betray other people to get what you want. Like that's not the way, you know. And this person just, there's really feels like there's a strong lack of empathy. So there could even be some sort of mental health disorder with this. Like, I don't want to diagnose anyone, but it does feel like there's a strong disregard for other people's feelings, you know. So there's a lot of personality disorders that could fit into that, and a false sense of they have a grandiose sense of self as well. Yeah. And it's like when anyone says anything on it, it's like they genuinely are convinced that other people are wrong. Like they don't even, they're really believing themselves. They've really convinced themselves of this as well. So can you clarify this, please, Spirit? Again, athlete, you guys, this is like almost similar to pile number one. It says dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower and strength of spirit. Shadow attributes, misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. Yes, it's like this person, superiority complex, you know? There's just this energy of them really seeing themselves with this grandiose sense of self, like this energy of not being, remember I was saying not being vulnerable to the consequences of their actions, an entitlement to be this way and disregard other people's feelings. It's so weird. I feel like pile one is like a younger version of this person. Like, wow. Yeah. And so there's just this feeling of them, again, not seeing legitimate restraints. This is very similar to pile one. It's like this person is actually operating on this level that most people don't operate at, where it's like they're literally ignoring the rules of life. They're ignoring social rules. And I feel like, honestly, like sociopathic people or like psychopathic people can do this. They see social norms and social rules as things that they can mend and break, and there's no law. It's not illegal to, you know, promise someone a bunch and tell them like you love them, and then it's not illegal. And so it's almost like this person feels like they're outsmarting, like that they're stronger, that they can overcome anything. Nothing can get them down. They never look at themselves as wrong, or they never look at themselves as maybe the weaker person for doing this. They see themselves as the stronger person. Bully, literally bully coming out. Oh my gosh. Okay. Highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. Shadow attribute, conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. Yeah, this person really does not have a lot of empathy, and they really do feel the need to elevate themselves by winning over other people. It's like this person feels like, you know, they can do whatever to win. And they don't care who they hurt, you know, and they don't care who they betray. They don't care what they say about them either. It's like it's all in this person's book. And then at the back of the deck in reverse, we have engineer with the shadow attribute as reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. We were talking about that, emotional consequences. It's like this person just feels like they are smart, right? They think they're outsmarting everything. They think that they're above it, but they're harming. They're very out of touch is the best way I could say it. And let's pray for this person. I mean, you don't have to, I wouldn't expect you to, but this person is really needing, is really in a delusional area of the way that they see themselves and the way that they see others. So, wow, I'm very, I have a lot of compassion for you guys. Pile number 2, please protect yourself from this person and know that you've done nothing wrong in this situation. This person, really, you need to be careful with this. You can do whatever you want, but I would recommend, just personally, me to you, like just making sure that you are being careful with them, you know, and being careful about manipulation, being careful about them speaking their way out of things. And because the truth of it that your spirit guides really want you to know, you know, is they really are kind of messed up, you know, or they don't seem to have a lot of empathy. So yeah, I'm trying to think about what I want to do for the extended reading. What should I do? I'm going to ask Spirit, actually. What should I do for the extended reading? Let me just get, where did I put it? Another tarot deck. We could get closure on this person from their higher self. But let me see. Spirit, what should I do the extended reading on? The Fool. The Five of Swords in reverse. The Hanged Man in reverse. Two of Wands, yeah, okay. And the Hierophant. All right. They want me to give you guidance on your paths forwards. So in the extended reading, what we're going to look at is what your future looks like if you step away from this connection, and then what comes through, what would happen if you stayed. So I want to look at the two different timelines, actually. So for the extended reading, I'm going to be looking at what the energy is if you step away and what the energy is if you stick this out. Okay, so I mean, you know what I would want to give you, but I also, or what I would advise you, but I feel like it could be very fun to see what could be new beyond this, what different path is open to you right now. And it also could be interesting to just get confirmation and just really get an understanding and get closure, just to feel sure about your decision about what to do about this relationship and this person. So we're going to look at both routes. So if you guys do want to join me in the extended, I will have it linked down below underneath the timestamps. If not, that's okay. Thank you so much for being here anyways. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you. If you did resonate with it or found it interesting, please do hit the like button, leave a comment. I like to read them. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next reading that I do. So have a great rest of your day. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Amethyst Crystal and the Apparition Tarot deck, then this is going to be your reading. And we're going to start off with an energy check-in to see how you are currently feeling about your person and to help you figure out whether or not this is the right pile for you. So we will be doing an extended reading for all of the piles, and the topic will be determined at the end of the reading, so it's to be discussed. But for this reading, we're going to be focusing on what your spirit guides need you to know about the person that you're thinking of or the person you're currently involved with. So let's get into the energy check-in. So how is pile 3 currently feeling about their person? The High Priestess in reverse. The Ten of Swords. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. The song that's coming through is Wishful Thinking by Benny. And it's like, can't tell if that's wishful thinking, lying alone, daydreaming, wanting you now. But literally as I'm saying wishful thinking, like lying around, daydreaming. And we have the 7 of Cups in reverse here. Okay. What else? What's pile 3 feeling about there? 6 of Swords in reverse. Okay. 2 more coming out. The Star. I don't know why I said it like that. The 2 of Swords. Okay, yeah, it's definitely coming through pretty clearly. I'll just finish out the spread though. Page of Wands in reverse. Okay. And the 4 of Wands at the back of the deck. So for you guys, pile 3, the energy I'm getting from you is that there's a feeling, either you're conscious of it, I think you are conscious, but there's a feeling of not really feeling tuned into your intuition about this person. And so there's an energy of going back and forth in your mind or feeling unsure of what direction to go, what path to follow when it comes to this person. You feel like maybe you should just let it go. There's this energy of maybe feeling like you're delusional or something, or feeling like there's illusion around this person and their feelings for you and whether or not the connection is worth focusing on. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors here, or you at least feeling like it's hard for you to move on from it because a part of you feels cut off from your intuition when it comes to this person. And with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, there's this like back and forth going on in your mind where I'm getting you enjoying thinking about this person and the potential and having hope with the star here. But you also don't know if you're being naive or if there really is nothing here. You don't know if this is a situation that, with the 10 of Swords and 6 of Swords, it could be, I'm getting some different situations. This could even be someone that, you know, you've had a falling out with, or you've been in like no contact with, and you're still thinking about them, and you don't know if you're being delusional, if you're like reading signs wrong. You may be feeling like there's still something there. You're still feeling something about them, and it's like kind of hard to move on because you still feel drawn to them, or you still feel drawn about like fantasizing about them or just thinking about them. And a part of you just still has hope, and you don't know if that hope is wishful thinking, or is the hope, do you still care about this because you care about it for a reason? And so I feel like that's kind of what you're mowing over within your mind right now. I'm gonna get a sip of my coffee. Did I bring it in here? Oh yes, here it is. Quick chug of the coffee, actually. Okay, so, and with the Page of Wands here, it may even be that you may not even be in communication with this person, or you may like wish for communication, or you may even wonder if you should communicate with them. That's another thing. You may be feeling like you don't know if it makes sense for you to continue thinking about this and pursuing this, and you're almost like going back and forth in your mind, like, should I reach out to them? Should I not? Oh my gosh, you know what I'm getting to is the dandelion. Does he love me? He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. And there's kind of a crush feeling here, and a feeling of maybe not a lot has gone on between you and this person within the 3D. It's either that situation or it's been a while. There's some thing that feels like that's making you feel like it's unlikely. You almost feel like it's unlikely, but you still care and you still have hope, and you can't seem to cut through to your intuition and what your intuition is telling you. Or maybe your intuition is telling you to move on, and it's hard for you to do it because you're still attached to hope about this person. But this is all from your perspective, is what I'm reading into. Yeah, the Page of Cups. It's like you still may have hope of some sort of building a foundation with this person, with that Four of Wands. And yeah, it's like you don't really want to let go of this hope, but there is a feeling that maybe you haven't really gotten enough confirmation that it makes sense to continue to focus on this. Yeah, and because of all this uncertainty, it's almost like you don't know what to do next. You don't know what action to take or what to say to this person, or maybe you don't even know what's going to happen next either, or if anything at all is going to happen. Yeah, so that is the overall energy, give or take some minor details, but you should know at this point if this does feel like something like how you're feeling right now within this connection. If not, you might want to check out the other piles. I do an energy check-in within those as well, and yeah, it might be that, I'm not going to go into detail about that, but anyways, if this does resonate, we're going to continue then. So we're going to be looking at what your spirit guides really want you to know about this person. And I definitely feel like this is going to be a helpful reading for you guys because you're feeling cut off from your intuition. It's almost like you feel like you can't trust yourself, or like you may feel like you read into things with this person, and it's like maybe you don't usually do that, but there's just this energy of maybe usually having a strong sense of intuition, but when it comes to this person, it's like you are almost sure that there's something happening, and then you're almost kind of sure that you're delusional. It's like you're back and forth in your mind. Okay, what pile 3 spirit guides, please come through. What does pile 3 need to understand about this person? What do they need to know about them and the situation, the connection in this person? Right, the 3 of Wands, the 8 of Wands in reverse, Four of Swords, I'm laughing. I'm not laughing, but I am laughing at lying around daydreaming. And look at this like girl in this Four of Swords. I feel like that's you. Okay, but anyways, 10 of Cups in reverse underneath the 3 of Wands. High Priestess. And the 7 of Cups. Okay. And the Ace of Wands at the back of the deck. Okay. Okay. So what your spirit guides want you to know. Okay, so there's a feeling here with the 3 of Wands to the 10 of Cups in reverse. There's a feeling of you waiting for this person, because the 3 of Wands can talk about waiting, right? And so it's what your spirit guides want you to know also has a lot to do with you. So it's almost like not even just about this person. And piles 1 and 2 is more like about, it was more about the people's character, but what's coming through more is like what you need to understand about the situation and to clarify like your thoughts about it. Because with the 10 of Cups in reverse, it's almost like what's keeping you here. Okay, sorry, I'm kind of scattered in my brain, but with the 4 of Swords and the 7 of Cups, the first thing your spirit guides want you to know that there is an element of fantasy, and especially if you're kind of in this energy of maybe you've just moved on from a chapter, or with the 4 of Swords, it could be that you're healing from this situation or you're healing from something. And Spirit is saying that you may be using that healing time to avoid healing, because it's more fun to kind of be in your daydreams, be in your what if thoughts, and it may be something that is that's more fun to think about. And there's also the 8 of Wands here in reverse. There's this energy of not wanting the fun to slow down or having a hard time accepting a slowdown in your life right now or within this connection too. And I do want to recognize with the Ace of Wands at the back of the deck that Spirit also, your spirit guides want to acknowledge that you're not crazy for this connection. And there is a spark between you guys. There is something there with that Ace of Wands. So that is true. But I feel like what Spirit is saying is your wishful thinking, I'm just going to go with that, and your thoughts about this person are a little bit in fantasy, and they may be obscuring your intuition. And it may be because you don't really want to accept like a boring time period, or you don't, there's an energy of not wanting to go to sleep here, like like children not wanting to go to bed. Children, I don't know why I said it like that, but like anyways, kids, like when they don't want to go to sleep, it's like they just don't want it to be boring. They don't want to have to do the boring part of life. They don't want it to slow down. And it may be that this was a distraction for you. This connection may be somewhat of a distraction from your healing or your life slowing down in a way. It may be that you're just kind of in like a winter time period, or you may be bored in a way too right now. There may be just like a sense of overall boredom, and you may be kind of like looking for dopamine or like for excitement through this connection is what your spirit guides want you to know. But because of that, it's almost like what Spirit's saying is you may be getting your intuition confused with your fantasy and intuition getting confused. And so there's almost this feeling of through sort of being bored or something, like it's almost like you may be interpreting certain things as like intuitive insight on this person, or like some sort of information about them. But Spirit is wanting to ground you and tell you that there is an element of you kind of engaging in this type of thinking, and it may be that all of your focus is on this connection and like this person, or like it's almost like an escape for you is what Spirit is saying, is that this person is acting as an escape when you feel bored or like you want some sort of excitement, and it's like exciting to think about this person, exciting to think about what could be. And I feel like it's also getting your mind confused in a way. And so your spirit guides want to tell you that it may be making it difficult for you to follow the path you're meant to follow right now. So it's almost like this connection does feel like it's inhibiting some sort of path that you're being guided to take, or it feels like there's some growth that you're meant to go through right now that maybe is uncomfortable for you, or there may be some change in your pace of life, or some sort of some situation that just is not fun for you right now. And so I almost feel like this is truly acting as an escape. And with the Eight of Wands in reverse, it's almost like because you don't want to slow down your momentum in your life and you just want more excitement, it's almost like your mind is then projecting like what would be fun instead of what's like real or practical. And looking, it's like you want to ride on this colorful side of life, which honestly, me too. I understand this. This is very much like I very much understand this energy. And I do also feel like, though, Spirit is saying that it is wanting to illuminate to you that there's an underlying discomfort that you may be covering up through this connection, through thinking about this person and thinking about this connection. And you may find eventually that this is a lot less about the person and a lot more about what they represent to you. And so I feel like what you need to know about this person is that they're representing some sort of an escape from some discomfort that you are experiencing right now. Yeah, it may be like you don't want to get started on something. I'm almost getting like this energy of like not wanting to do your homework, or like not, I don't know why I keep getting like younger references. You may be younger, that you don't have to be, but it could just be that you don't want to get back to boring life, you know? Like I don't, oh, another song's coming through. This is a love song for a girl who can never know it's about her. I know it's pretty stupid, but I'm much too shy to tell her. She's feigning that smile all around the while. I'm all choked up on my own throat, like there is no hope. Oh my gosh, what is that song? That's another one. There's just this energy of you being a little bit hopelessly romantic right now because it's more comfortable to be like that. And it's serving as an escape. It's serving as this like fun thing. And I feel like you may spend so much time in this energy that you may start like not really being able to decipher what's real, or like you may just feel like this is like a different you that's like kind of in this energy. It's like you may be very like practical about other things, but it's almost like when it comes to this person, it's like they are just this escape is how it feels. I could escape, recreate a place that's my own world, own world. I could be your favorite girl forever, perfectly together. Now tell me, boy, now wouldn't that be sweet? And so it just feels like there's some transition you're going through that is a challenge, okay? And so I feel like while you're waiting for what's next, or while you are waiting for the next chapter of your life to start or something like that, it's almost like waiting for the next excitement or something. It's like there's a boredom sense to this. It's like you want something to look forward to, or you want something to, it's like you want something to look forward to right now. You want something to focus on, something to achieve is what I'm getting. And it's like your spirit guides want you to know that this genuinely is skewing how you, that there is, what you're worried about is kind of happening, because it's almost like this energy of resisting this slowdown that's going on in your life and wanting to have something to look forward to. Okay, so I do want to clarify the 10 of Cups here. I just want an extra card. Why is the 10 of Cups here in reverse? Queen of Wands. And it may be that this person kind of makes you feel confident or something. It's like there's just this energy of like being seen by this person just makes you feel very like special and confident or something. And it's almost like a little like, your love is my drug by Kesha is coming through now. Why is the 3 of Wands here? The 9 of Wands. Yeah, it's like it's like almost not wanting to face reality in a way, okay? And not really wanting, there's a complacent energy coming through as well, okay? So I feel like what your spirit guides mainly want you to understand is that there is kind of a film over what's really going on. And I feel like you are kind of losing touch a little bit with your sense of self and sense of reality the more you focus on this. Yeah. I'm going to get some archetype cards because I just want to see what comes through for that. There's something about this person, like, making you feel confident or something. There's just an energy of not wanting to have to keep pushing. And it's almost like you just wish you could hit the easy button, you know? That was easy, like the Staples button. It's almost like you just want this situation to work out and you just want to live happily ever after. The end, no more homework. You know, like that doesn't even make sense, but I hope you know what I'm saying. It's almost like there's something that you're resisting is something I'm getting. So I almost want to get like an oracle card that's more relevant to that. I'm going to get some of these guys first before I go into the other one. Spirit, pile 3 spirit guides, what do you really want to communicate about this? We have to be fair in reverse. We have breathe in reverse. And then go the distance. Yeah, there's this part of you that does not want to go to bed, does not want to slow down. And there's a part of you that's willing to kind of be out of touch with your usual sense of morals and justice because of not wanting to slow down right now in your life. And so with to be fair, it's almost like your usual rules for yourself do not apply to this person or the situation. And with breathe in reverse, there is a certain restlessness. Again, it's coming through that there's a restlessness or something that you may be running away from, okay? And almost feeling like if you just keep going, when what you really need is to rest and to allow for a winter time period in your life. So then, you know, the seeds can be sown for spring and summer and it will come again. And I feel like that's a message from your spirit guides is like, surrender to slowing down, surrender to not having dopamine from this situation. Because there's a party that wants to keep rushing ahead, but it's just like ignoring your intuition in a way though. It's not really what you know would be good for you is what I'm getting. All right, let's get some more. Ooh, let's definitely get a song. I want to get a song for this. Because a lot of songs are coming through. Do you listen to a lot of music? I bet you listen to a lot of music. This little girl here. You don't have to be a little girl, but like you could be whatever age. I'm just saying there is just this feeling of you zoning out to music or something and just kind of escaping. It's like you're willing to ignore your own intuition. Okay, it says The Weekend, Rolling Stone. It says, now you're thinking about it, girl, you're thinking about it, what we got here, how we bleeping got here. They just recognize I'm in a life without a home, so this recognition's not enough. I don't care about anybody else because I've been on these streets way too long, baby. I've been on this way too long. Yeah, and so there's a part of you that just almost wants to retire with this person, or like, it's like you want to stop fighting in your journey for a second, you know, maybe feeling like you're kind of exhausted by your path and you just want what's easy for once almost. And I don't think you're someone who usually gets that. And I feel like you've done a lot of fighting in your life to get to where you are. And so it's almost just like you're in this like break time period. And what I'm also hearing is that this isn't that big of a deal either. Like your spirit guides aren't here to like warn you of something like intense. It's more just like, we know you're going to get back on track. So I feel like you're someone who is very in tune with your intuition and like your path and where you're going. But there is just a feeling of kind of wanting a break from the 9 to 5, or like wanting a break from, it doesn't have to be the 9 to 5 specifically, but wanting a break from having to work and having to suffer and just not wanting things to be difficult a little bit with this Four of Swords here. It's like, I'm just kind of ready, and this is kind of your energy. I'm just ready to be done, you know, and I'm ready to just feel confident and feel good again. And you almost just see this person as that opportunity. It's like you kind of just want to cut everything else out and just run away and elope with this person. But in your heart of heart, you know that wouldn't be the solution to your problems. But it's like that's what your guides are highlighting. And so what they're saying is, when you slow down, you're going to gain touch with your truth again. And I feel like the discomfort that's coming to you through the situation is the part of you that is maybe losing a little bit of touch with your inner knowing and your inner truth and your inner knowledge. And your spirit guides really want to tell you, like, that's not going anywhere. Yeah, and so with this 10 of Cups in reverse, it's almost like you're getting tired of waiting for the right person, or you're getting tired of, there may be a sense of growing pessimism within you when it comes to finding a situation that's going to be ultimately fulfilling for you, with this 10 of Cups. So it's like with the 10 of Cups in reverse, it's almost like you may be willing to settle in a way. It's not that you wouldn't view this person as settling. It's more like, is this person really right for you? You know, is this person really the right situation? I feel like, you know, it's maybe not, but you're also kind of tired of looking, and you're tired of being disappointed, and you're tired of being beaten down. And so now this is kind of like where you're at with it. And yeah, you're tired of waiting for the right situation, and you're tired of being slowed down. And so it may be that you're kind of, it's like, for this one, I'm going to be a little bit more lenient almost. It's like, I'm really tired of waiting and having to fight the fight of love, and just like, you know, do always the right thing and just do the difficult path, you know, that maybe ends up in separation. It's just like, I'm tired of that. And it's like, you just see this person and you're just like, I want you to just be the one. Imagine if you were the one. Wow, isn't that nice? Then you go into this daydream about it. And yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's get some more archetype cards. I'm very curious how this person actually feels about you too, because your spirit guides aren't giving me very much information about it. Maybe I'll do that in the extended. We'll look at how this person like actually feels about you. I hope it doesn't fuel your daydreams, but I'm now curious too. I want to get messages from them, but I feel like it's kind of besides the point. Okay, so it says, scribe, preserving knowledge and information, altering or plagiarizing other people's work. We have virgin as well. Maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit, shadow attribute, fear of intimate union. And then we also have the mediator in reverse, which is very similar to be fair. It says negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. It's almost like there's a part of you that is like negotiating. You're almost trying to convince yourself that this situation makes sense and that this person's right for you, because that would just be so easy, you know? And so where this is getting uncomfortable for you, I think, is that you may be going against your truth about this person and what you intuitively know. And yeah. And also with this virgin coming out, it could also be, it came out in reverse. It could be that a part of you may actually be somewhat closed off or feeling a little bit wounded right now by true intimate situations. So you may be going for situations that are unrealistic. And this is something I've like read about, because like I understand, or like I feel like I've gone through this. It's like when you almost go after something that's unavailable because you're actually unavailable, but it's easier to kind of facade yourself that way, or it's kind of like this like way of lying to yourself. And so with shadow attribute, altering facts or plagiarizing others' work, it's almost like a part of you is just rewriting this story with the scribe. It's like, I'm seeing you be kind of changing what's happening to be this fit your story and fit the story that you want to be there. And so then there's a part of you that's kind of maybe not really seeing the situation clearly, kind of willfully not seeing it clearly. And with mediator, it's almost like who you're mediating this with. And it says like negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda. It's not like you're doing that to someone else. It's like it's your relationship with yourself is what I'm getting. It's almost like this energy of like you trying to convince yourself that it's like a part of you is like, come on, pile 3, whatever your name, sorry, like that sounds kind of aggressive, whatever your name is, but like insert your name. It's like one side of you have like the devil and the angel on your shoulder. Like one side of you, the angel is like, pile 3, like it's okay. Like we can accept the situation we're in. Like we can still have hope about love in the future. Like we know the right person's going to come along. We know that like there's red flags we've seen with this. We know this person's unavailable. We know this isn't going to work out. Come on, let's be in touch with reality, or like let's be real, right? And then the devil's on the shoulder, like being like, you know, pile 3, like wouldn't it be nice if all of your troubles could go away? And you know, let's just pretend, you know, it's not going to hurt you. You know, this is like the pile 3, like the devil on your shoulder. It's like a little bit of wishful thinking isn't gonna hurt you. Come on, it's fun. Like try it. Like, you know, it's fun. It gives you dopamine. It's like your mind is so, now I'm coming out of character. It's like, because your brain does, like when you think of things, it literally does make you feel a certain way. And so I feel like there's kind of this feeling, I feel like you have a very strong mind also, pile number 3. Like I feel like you guys are very good at manifesting, and you have a very active mind. You're very creative, and you're very, you can spend a lot of time in the higher realms, or sort of outside of, like you could be sitting in your room and like you're in a whole nother universe is kind of what I'm getting. And I feel like there's a little bit of self-denial here, and there's a little bit of being dishonest with yourself to take the easier route, and to take the route that's for the short term, there's an instant gratification from it, but for the long term, it's like you do feel that you're getting further and further away from yourself. And so this is like kind of getting deep with like this person, you know, it's like kind of crazy how like relationships and things like that can have so much to do with ourselves. But like I feel like this is that situation where you may be getting to a point where you're tired of working in love. You're tired of the labors of love. You know, you're tired of being hurt, and you just want someone to see you for who you are. You just want someone to just see you as a badass, and like you are a badass, but like I feel like there's a need to continue walking the right path, and walking the path that's longer, but in the long run, it's actually the shorter path, because the long path never gets you to the destination, right? And so your spirit guides are kind of letting you know that this person in this situation is representing this idea of taking the short path, but it's actually the long path, because it isn't really true to you is what I'm getting. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. So now we're going to go into the extended, and what I am going to do for the extended is I am going to look into your person, because I do feel like we didn't get very much from them in this reading. And I'm going to see what they think and feel about you, and what they'd want to say to you if they were being completely honest with you, just for the fun of it, and hopefully just to get a better understanding of this person, because energy doesn't lie. So it will be interesting to see like what their perspective is. But again, the main message that's coming through is from your spirit guides, and wanting you to be realistic about this person, and be realistic about how you really feel, and like what, you know, yeah. So, if you want to join me in the extended, it will be linked underneath the timestamps. If not, that's totally okay. I really appreciate you spending this much time on my video. So thank you so much for watching. If it did resonate, please do hit the like button. If you leave a comment, I do love to read them. So thank you. And make sure you subscribe so you do not miss my next video that I'm going to be coming out with you guys. I'm getting really tired. So I'm kind of rambling. But anyways, thank you guys so much, and have a great rest of your day.